Alright, so nagbabalik tayo sa ating violin tips and tricks. And for today's video, I want to talk about technique sustainability. Okay, so pagdating kasi sa techniques in any musical instrument that you have, there's a lot of routes or ways in order to do a certain technique nga, a certain skill in order to learn that certain skill. Marami kang pwedeng daanan. It's not a linear road, no? You have to find out what works for you, and something that may work for you might not work for everyone, diba? And that's the most important thing. Kailangan alam mo kung ano yung magsusustain sa'yo, no? Because sometimes a lot of beginners tend to think na, okay, I have to do this certain stroke. For example, kailangan matuto ko mag-staccato, no? Pero ginagawa niya in a way na masyadong maraming muscles na nate-tense up or something like that. At the end of the day, you are doing the technique, but is it sustainable for you? No? In a sense na, will it be long-term? No? Because we all know that musicians also suffer from injuries like athletes. Pero the thing about musicians' injuries are they are caused by long-term effects. Or, for example, meron kang bad habits na na-develop. Diba? In turn, sa sobrang tagal mo nang ginagawa yung bad habits na yon, it breaks your body down, no? Up to a point na sometimes it's so bad na it's the damage that you've done to your body is irreversible. So, kung titignan natin yung mga athletes nga, they get injured, but surgery, masasave sila nun, no? But for some musicians, no, we see musicians do have injured their shoulders, no, na hindi na magamit ulit, that they can't do it anymore. Kasi nga, sa sobrang tagal na nung long-term na damage na yun, so it can be irreversible. So it's important that you listen to your body, no? So techniques shouldn't just be able to do a certain job or a certain skill to be able to perform that skill. It should also be long-lasting. Wala kang ibang adverse effects na mararamdaman. Like, kung mangalay ka man sa una, siguro okay lang. Tapos pag nasanay na, di ba? Hindi na siya makakasama sa katawan natin, no? That's why a lot of musicians suffer from injuries as they grow old. Syempre, our bodies become weaker as we grow old. We become more frail. Yun, lumalabas na yung mga aches and pains, no? So, paano natin maiiwasan yun? So, when you're first starting out, finding out about techniques, you shouldn't already go into it. Ano ibig natin sabihin? Kailangan maintindihan mo muna yung principle of the things that you are doing. For example na, ayan, staccato stroke. What does that stroke entail? Ano ba yung ginagawa niya? What does it do to the music, or what does it do to the note? So basically, when we say staccato, you shorten the length of the note, no? Wala namang sinabi doon that you have to be stiff. You don't have to parang kailangan mong tigasan yung body parts mo, no? So that's a basic principle. So you just have to stop that note, no? So instead of doing this, no, na kapag nagbo-bow ka, tinitigasan mo yung kamay mo, hindi mo na kailangan gawin yun. Kailangan mo lang gawin, for example, is stop. Di ba? Okay. So, ganun lang siya. Hindi dapat, kasi karamiwan sa atin, we are trying to do those techniques without understanding what is it for. So, kapag nakita natin, as I always said in my previous videos, na not everything you see is as it seems, diba? There are more things happening around that you have to also understand, kasi nangyayari yon dahil sanay na sila dun sa movement, sanay na sila sa motions. And if you are starting out, hindi ka pa sanay dun sa movements and motions, wala pa, hindi mo pa siya magagawa ng perfectly, no? You have to get used to those things, but as you get used to them, kailangan tama. Kailangan wala kang added effort, added problems may arise, di ba? So kailangan ay intindihan mo, bakit ba natin ginagawa to? Why do we need to master that technique in that way, di ba? And to be efficient in using our body. Kasi ito yung puhunan natin, yung katawan natin, kung paano tayo gumagalaw, no? So, we don't want any added tension that we don't need or we don't want. we don't want to do things na pachamba-chamba lang din. So, it needs to be sustainable. Kasi once you know how to use that, for example, yun nga, staccato stroke, hindi na mawawala sa'yo yun. Diba? Hindi yung natutunan mo siya in a way na nahihirapan ka. If you're struggling and you're feeling discomfort, aches, and pains, stop mo na agad yun. Kasi that may not be the right route for you. I'm saying this based on my personal experience. Syempre, naranasan ko na rin yun, no? Nagkaroon tayo ng problems with my hands, with my fingers, no? Nagkaroon ako ng injuries because of things that I am not familiar with, diba? So, kailangan baguhin mo yung techniques mo, ayusin mo ulit, tsaka mo siya ulitin and try mo ulit yung process na yun, diba? And you have to listen talaga to your body because your body knows its limits, no? Sometimes, syempre, kailangan masanay ka, pero magkaiba yung ngalay sa pain and ache, di ba? So, kapag nanininig yung mga muscles mo when you're doing a certain technique, baka mali yun. So, stop and listen to your body. Look at what's happening. Tama pa ba? Nahihirapan ka ba? Or nangangalay ka? Kasi sometimes yung ngalay, once na fully stretch na natin yung muscles natin, nawawala siya. Pero if that thing persists, after changing other techniques or other movements and motions, kailangan mong hanapan ulit ng ibang way, no? As we've said nga, there's a lot of schools na pwede mong pagdaanan. It doesn't mean na, porket lahat Russian yung style mo, yun lang yung pwede mong gawin. You can go to other schools if it benefits you because it's always the long game. Yung short-term gains mo sa pagpapractice, hindi ka naman yan mabibigyan ng pagkakataon to really progress kung talagang lagi ka short term. Kailangan laging long term. You always think ahead and be able to sustain whatever technique you're trying out, no? As I've said, there's a lot of ways to do one thing. And walang right or wrong, no? It's a gray area talaga. Kailangan hanapin mo what's best for you, what works best for you, and what can be sustained by your body, kasi we all have different body types, and by the techniques that you already know. No? So you just build on what you have, and that's how you will progress and grow as a better musician in any instrument. No? Yung kailangan natin tandaan. Listen to yourself. And so kung may natutunan kayong bago, don't forget to like, and of course, share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. This is Ryan Monakil for Violin Tips and Tricks, and I'll see you on the next video.